Hello, friends. I hope that you're having a great week so far. I've got a simple message that I want to share with you today. It is a message that every pastor of a church like ours should share as often as possible. I simply want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the privilege of serving with you at ARBC. And I phrase it like that on purpose. I serve with you, and it's a privilege. At ARBC, we are a church that can pride itself on the ways that our people serve. We know that so many of you are serving people every day. Through your professional vocations and in your personal lives, you are serving family members, friends, neighbors, students, patients, clients, customers, and so many more. You are serving, and you are sharing the love of Christ as you do. We also know that you are specifically serving in a myriad of ways within our community of faith. Our nominating team is currently at work through our annual process of selecting official leaders for the church year that begins in September. As we go through that process, it often brings to mind for me those who have been serving throughout the last church year. So Claire Sang and I put together a list of those who have been volunteering in different ways within ARBC over the last year. And I want to say that what I saw has blown me away. Some of you have served as deacons, coordinators, and church officers. Some have volunteered on Sunday mornings to teach Bible study or care for children during worship, even to prepare the elements for us to be able to celebrate the Lord's Supper together. Some of you have ministered to the homebound, helped us coordinate and host congregational meals, and you have served with your talent so beautifully by leading through music. What blew me away was just how many individual volunteers we have serving among us, and many are serving in more than one area of our church. They sometimes talk about the 80-20 rule in church life. That is to say that in many churches, 80% of the work is being done by only 20% of the people. But we can safely say that isn't the case at ARBC. Almost every person that is active in our congregational life has volunteered time, energy, and other resources to serve in some official volunteer capacity over the last year. Almost everyone. And even those who haven't volunteered in an official role have served in other ways behind the scenes. They've collected items or given energy to our mission efforts. They have cared for members of their Sunday school classes. They have spent countless hours in prayer on behalf of those we know have been going through difficult times. So I would go so far as to say that even if it isn't an official volunteer role, every one of us is actively serving with ARBC, and that is making our ministry thrive. So again, I say thank you. Thank you. We wouldn't be the same church without you. But I don't want to be the only one who says thank you. I think it is important that we all say thank you to one another. So included with this message in an email is a list of those who have served in an official leadership role or a volunteer role over the last year. So I would encourage you to express your gratitude to any of them who have touched your life, especially over the last year. They may have served you directly, or they maybe have served another member of your family, but you have felt the impact of their ministry and service. So if you see them on our church campus, thank them for what they do. Write them a note, send them a card or a text, or even give them a call. Let's thank each other right now and celebrate each other in the service that we have offered to one another and to God over the last year. Now, there are some people who have taken on crucial leadership roles in our church over the last few years that also deserve a specific word of thanks right now. The first group that comes to mind for me is our deacons. Well, Hunter Hicklin, Katie Howard, Judy Whitson, and Susan Ziegler are all concluding a 3-year term of service as part of our diaconate, and I'm truly grateful for them. They have joined in the ongoing essential care ministry for our congregation. They've reached out, they've showed up, they've ministered through their presence, they've prayed for you, and they've led us in worship. They have been wonderful partners for me in this ministry of congregational care. We also need to thank Jane Young and Pam Cantrell. Jane is rotating off the finance team, and Pam is rotating off of the personnel team. Now, both of these positions help to make up parts of our administrative team, and these two have been diligent servants in ensuring the good stewardship of all of our congregational resources. They've planned well, they've worked through challenges with me and others, and supported staff members and ministries in the midst of transition. They've been excellent leaders and partners in the ministry of administration here at ARBC. Now, finally, I want to say a special word of thanks to someone who is serving in a volunteer capacity every week right in front of you. He isn't concluding a term of service just yet, but he has continued to help us thrive in a time of transition in our worship life. Ray Patrick is not only serving as part of our administrative team in the facilities area, but every week he's giving leadership to our congregational worship in and through music. He's directing our congregational singing. He's leading the choir when we're able to gather. He's participating by singing solos and singing with ensembles. And he's lending great creativity and energy to our engaging worship planning. I'm grateful for the work that Ray is continuing to do in this interim period. And he's offering invaluable volunteer service to us all. So again, please take time to thank our volunteers who have served over this last year. I'm grateful for every one of them and for their service, and I know that you are too. I celebrate all that we were able to do as a church this past year because of your willingness to serve, and it has been truly incredible. Now, I would also say that this could be a good time to consider where you might use your talents, energies, and passions to help us thrive in the year that will begin very soon. Along with the nominating team report that offers a slate of leaders for the church year, we will soon be giving you an opportunity to sign up, an opportunity for you to choose where you will volunteer for a number of different areas in the life of our church. So I would issue a challenge for this year based on what I know about our congregation, and here's what it is. If you consider yourself part of our church, then you should find an official place to volunteer your time and energy with ARBC. We need you. As we continue to grow, we need everyone's help to serve together. And I have full confidence that by the end of the 23-24 church year, we can have 100% volunteer participation in the life of our church. We could accomplish that goal by the end of this calendar year if we really wanted to, so let's do it. Be praying about where God might use you. And imagine what we could do together. Again, thank you. Thank you for your service with our church this year. Thank you in advance for what you will do in the year to come. Together, we can enable our community of faith to thrive.